Okay, right. I've been thinking about shit. I don't know if what I'm about to say is not really anything new, but I think I sort of got my head around conservatism a bit. Like, we're on the far left of the spectrum is the public controls a public purse, and that's, you know, sort of how the economy works. And on the far right, the private entities control private persons. And then what we've got now, which most of the world works by, is just starting to go the way of private parties controlling the public purse. And I think there's a polar opposite of that that we can sort of manifest if we are sort of more conscious of what we're doing. And kind of like what got me thinking about it is I saw this thing about this controversy the other day about this new TV program called All American Muslim, and it's just a shitty program about generic rich people that pretend to pray to a different god with slightly different rituals and slightly more brown than normal generic rich people. I don't recommend watching it, it sounds shit, but anyway, some far right Christian group demanded that all these companies that were advertising on the show pull their adverts from it, and then like some of them did, and then celebrities and activist politicians and stuff start sort of trying to complain to the companies that pulled their ads from it. It's bullshit, really. There's two things you can do as a consumer, which we all are. I mean, we might not be proud of it, but let's face it, we're all consumers. And the first one, obviously, boycott the companies that pulled their adverts from it. I'm naive enough to believe that more people are against hate and ignorance than are for it. So, if you just boycott the people that pulled their adverts, not just that, you can also, next time you're at the supermarket, if there's a company that refused to pull their adverts from it, just try their shit out. You know, you don't have to buy something extra, just change your choice of tea bags or coffee or pardon me, ketchup or whatever to you know, this company that decided to stand the ground or whatever. And it's sort of, you're supporting, because you have to support one of the companies, let's face it. So you're supporting the slightly more ethical, you're supporting the lesser of two evils rather than supporting the worst of two evils. And we sort of, as people that we have this Western lifestyle where we go out and go in the supermarket and buy all this shit and stuff like that. We always have the choice to go for the lesser of two evils. Like, maybe you gotta be that guy. I know I'm that guy. Like, if someone says to me, you know, I'm gonna buy a new phone, should I get like an iPhone or an Android? Well, the truth is, there's not really much to choose between them. But like, you could have an Apple phone. Apple are a bad company. They patent trolls, and they're sort of like, they won't do anything about this Foxconn situation where there's some factory with really awful working conditions that produces most of the parts, and it has like a suicide rate like 6 times higher than the rest of China or some shit like that. Basically, Apple are just bad people. On the other hand, you have Android, who support free and open source software, and like the lessons to program and stuff. You can get yourself an education for free, just if you're interested in developing or something like that from like the Android developers themselves. They're, you know, they're the more ethical company. So if there's nothing else in it really, apart from the name, and if you're buying it for the name, you know, kill yourself. So there's nothing else. There's nothing in it really apart from what they can do. But the company that you choose to support, if you're going to choose one of the two, you might as well go for the most ethical, the one that's less of a bastard. And if everyone was naive enough to believe that that worked, it would work, and we would starve the bad companies. Because with all the power they have, buying politicians and stuff, they only ever got that power from how much money they made from us. So if we don't allow them to make money, they can't be bad. And the money we choose to spend, not only can we withhold it from the bad companies, we can choose to give it to the good companies that are going to do, or are not going to lobby at all, and are not going to pay newspapers to lie. stuff like that. If this video is going to fuck up because my laptop's went off or whatever. So yeah, you have those choices. You just got to sort of get a little bit of an awareness of all the corporations and choose the slightly less of two evils, and then you're going to bring the baseline in terms of ethical behaviour further to the left. Can you say the left? You're going to bring it to the left, and you might make it easier in the future to roll out a more ideal sort of form of politics and stuff, because you've starved the people that right now are being corrupt. Like with banks and stuff, if your bank's one of the bad banks that got bailout and then still fuck people over, move bank, take your money away from them. They're spending your money, crash them, fuck them. Like, next time you're walking down the street and you see a coffee shop, a local coffee shop sandwiched between two Starbucks, or what's more likely in Britain now, is a local bakery sandwiched between two Gregs. Don't go, oh, that's fucking disgusting, isn't it, and carry on home. Just go, right, we're going in that coffee shop and we're going to get a drink that we've never fucking heard of, and it doesn't matter if it costs 10 bob more, and it doesn't matter if it doesn't taste as good. We're going to sit near the window and we're going to stare at people that have Starbucks cups, because that's funny and it's sort of the right thing to do. So yeah, don't know, I think I'm running out of words now. Can't remember what my point was, but yeah, hopefully you'll get it if you skip back in the video. So yeah, more ethical buying habits requires no effort on your part, just ever so slightly different decisions in what you get in your weekly shop, and it has the potential to starve the evil companies that we would normally just complain about, and when they're buying politicians and shit, we just stood there going, oh, that's unfair. We can starve them to death. But we can starve bad companies to death by choosing the good companies. Even if it costs a little bit more, just slow your roll, man. Just, buy one less pouch of baccy a week, support the good companies. There's no to it, but I hope you got my point, because I've kind of forgotten it already. I'm going to put a link to the website No More down here. Go there. Bye.